Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Today we're going to be doing a demo on advanced data analysis. This tool used to be known as Code Interpreter. Let's go ahead first and show you how you're going to set this up. You need to come here to Beta Features, Advanced Data Analysis. This name is much more fitting than what it used to be as Code Interpreter because it does a lot more than just interpret code. It actually certainly can write and execute Python code. It works with uploading files to it. It can also do data analysis, image conversions, file conversions, and so much more. So we're going to get into the demo now. The data set we're going to use came from Kaggle, this used car data set that came from Craigslist. Super helpful, a lot of great data. I've got a data set here of about 10,000 cars that we're going to now pull into ChatGPT. Let's go ahead and load that data in. You'll see a plus sign here once you enable the feature, and here are the cars. There's 10,000 cars in this data set. Now that that's loaded in, let's go ahead and ask our first question. It's actually asking us, hey, how can I assist you with this new data? Our first question is going to be, what is this data? It actually is going to execute code here. Here is the full answer that it gave us. It says ID, URL, region. It says, hey, it looks like these things came from Craigslist, these cars here, and here are all the elements in the actual table, the odometer, the VIN, the drive, the size. It's pretty cool. It gives you this full analysis here of the data. Now we're going to ask it, hey, what are some interesting questions that I could ask you about this data? And here's the answer that it provided. You can see it's all kinds of stuff. So pricing analysis, car characteristics, geographic analysis, all of these are really great potential questions. First thing we're going to ask it is, hey, please visualize the number of cars per year in a graph, and let's exclude any year that has less than 100 cars. Every time it's going to be popping up this Python code that actually is going to read in the data and do that work. And here's the graph. You can see the graph by years and in a nice little bar chart here to just graph exactly what I asked it. The next thing we're going to ask is, hey, is there a correlation between the state, region, and the average price of cars listed? And here's the answer that it gave us. It actually says, hey, to do this correlation that you're asking, we actually have to do the following steps. Group the data by region, calculate the average price, and display the information in a visual format. And here is the exact format that it gave us. The next question we're going to ask is, how have car prices evolved over time? And here's the answer that it gave us, and it gave us a visual representation of those prices. Now we're going to ask it, please create a pie chart showing the distribution of car conditions. And here's the answer that I came back with, like new, excellent, good, just a really easy graph there to understand about the conditions of the vehicle. Now we're going to ask it, can we identify any trends or patterns in the description based on the manufacturer model? And here's the answer. It says, hey, I can do that. Here's the steps I'm going to take. Pre-process the text, aggregate, count, identify, visualize. Then it tries it with some code. Well, that code didn't really work. And then it says, hey, I apologize. This actually didn't work. And this is going to be my next try. And then it reworks the code to do it again, which is pretty dang nifty. And then next it tells you some answers here and then what it came up with. And then the final question here is, what time of year are most cars listed? And here's the answer. As you can see here, it knows that it needs to look at the posting date to get this data. So it tries once, did not get the answer, tries again, there's still problems with this not a number value, tries again, still gets not as number. It takes an alternative approach to parse again a different way. And then finally, after 6 attempts, it finally is able to work through those issues with the not a number problem in the column, and we get the data. So January, February is when most cars were posted in this particular data set. Pretty amazing how it was able to work through its own issues and come up with that answer. It's like an assistant that just will not give up, tries over and over and over, and you can see the real value of this as you analyze data with ChatGPT. Thanks for watching the video. If you found value, please subscribe and like. Thank you.